everyone, welcome to another session of Q&A. Before I start, I just want to announce again, just to let you all know that we have launched Evo Club Insurance. So for those of you who find it a bit costly for you to renew your insurance when you need to do so, our insurance, Evo Club Insurance, allows you to renew it by 3 separated payments based on how you drive. Like this year, you drive less, you may not even go to the second stage, so you will pay 40% lesser than your other insurances out there. Alright, so the links are all below, you can check it out. And for those of you where your car warranty has ended and you're worried about the condition of your car, and you thought you might need to sell it, but the market prices are so low now, you may still owe the bank more, but you're worried what to do, you can actually join our Evo Club. Links are below as well, where you can renew your warranty, because your warranty has ended and you're worried, right? 5 years, but you can get your car inspected in one of our inspection centers. We have 47 inspection centers across the country, and you can get your car inspected, and if your condition is alright, you can renew your warranty. Not renew, extend it by a year, and then by next year you inspect again, and then you can extend it by again. Alright, one of our network inspection centers, which is the one near my place, Sungai Besi Prestige Car Care, they have actually 3 outlets. They have at Sungai Besi, Kota Kemuning, and Glen Marie. Alright, so they have a promo now. If you go there to do your inspection, they will give you a special pricing of only 68 ringgit to do a full inspection on your car. You have to go there with your dealer. It has to be before you buy your car. Alright, and once you're done the whole inspection, if you happen to buy the car, basically you go there for inspection for 68 ringgit, you get 500 ringgit worth of vouchers, where you can use it for engine oil, you can use it for service and all that. Alright, that is the promo, links below as well. Okay, let's start the Q&A. Hi Bobby, can you review the Nissan X-Trail facelift? Facelift technically just means bumper change and things like that, so not a lot of changes. And in fact, I personally don't really think that the X-Trail is still competitive enough in its segment. So for 7-seater, real 7-seater SUVs, you can go for the CX-8, because to be honest, the last row of these X-Trail is really strictly for kids. Okay, you can also consider the Santa Fe. They have a good promotional price now for quite some time already. That is worth buying. Okay, next one. Hi Bobby, can I get your advice on Audi A3 1.8 TFSI Quattro? Is it okay to get it now? Yes, go ahead. Never known to have much problems with this car. It's a great handling car, rather fast as well. It's a very fast car, and with Quattro, not very big, so for the price you're paying, I'm not sure how much is a 2015 Audi A3, to be honest. Oh, good price, 70,000+. Get the 1.8. Don't get the 1.4. Around the same price. Get the 1.8. Okay. That's a good car. Hi Bobby, from Thomas. It was a dilemma for me back then with 140,000 budget. My opinion was to Civic Turbo, Altis, Mazda 3. Instead of, I thought of getting a second-hand premium brand car, 5-year-old 3 Series, A4, A5, C200. Oh, he was just telling me that he ended up getting a IS250. Very happy with that decision. Alright, let's go on. Hi Bobby, can you recommend me a very good second-hand SUV? I'm currently driving a Honda City 2014, looking for a bigger car. I have a 1-year-old daughter Is it worth to buy a 2015 CX5 or better to buy a new X70? Do you have any suggestions? Now, this is Mr. Zafria Ayman, or Zafri Ayman. Sorry. The thing is this: when you buy a used car, your expectation of a used car is there, so that after you bought the car, you save a lot of money, obviously, compared to a new one. If you hear a little bit of squeaks and all that, right, you are not as stressful as compared to when you buy a new car and you hear some squeaks. This is real. The post-purchase stress disorder of a used car compared to a new car, let's assume both runs. Okay, I'm saying both runs. The used car most of the time is lesser. A new car, of course, is brand new. Nobody has touched it. You have nobody's excrement or saliva or whatever around the car. You know it's new, right? And nobody, it's like a virgin, you know. It's like nobody has fiddled with it, has done things that you do not know what has been done before. That feeling is good. And I just want to tell everybody, cars are assembled from thousands of parts. Alright, hearing noises when you collect your car, driving it for 1-2 weeks, and you need to sort it out is very, very normal. The more complicated your car is, the more you might hear, because things rub against each other and all that. It's very, very normal. Alright, so don't have to stress yourself like, wait, what's that? You know, sometimes it's luck, right? If you're lucky, you get one without all these kind of squeaks and things like that, small little things. If you're unlucky, that's why there is a warranty to assure you that even though you have paid the money, you've collected your car, they will still try and help you sort it out. And the car industry is the most honest industry. They give you 5 years of warranty. You buy a house, it's only 2 years, right? So in terms of your question, if you ask me whether the 2015 Mazda CX-5 versus a brand new X70, which one is more comfortable? The X70 is more comfortable. Which one has more features and all that to make you feel, wow, you got a great car? The X70 as well. But a used CX-5, of course, 2015, you're looking at mileage of at least 60,000-80,000 if they're low. And obviously there will be things that you need to sort it out, you need to fix and all that. And it's the old CX-5, so that also means that it's not super powerful, but it still drives really well, it still handles really well. And for the facelift version, they have improved the soundproofing slightly, but it's not to the levels of the X70. Both are good decisions because they are separated by a good 30,000-40,000 ringgit difference. Alright, 2015 also means that you're out of warranty, and Mazdas, to be honest, they are notorious for their control arms, bushings and things like that. You hear knocking, I tell you, all these things are wear and tear. But I'm not sure whether you are someone who enjoys fixing your cars, or you're someone who just want a car that you just want to drive and, you know, go on with it. So if you are latter, you can consider the X70 or the upcoming X50. Alright, but of course if you want a larger car, now to be honest, the X70 isn't that huge of a difference in terms of space compared to your Honda City. Yes, it's larger, it's a larger car, but the moment you start using it, right, it's not that much of a bigger car. But of course, being an SUV, going in and out is easier, driving around town is easier, loading stuffs and all that is easier, the opening of the boot is larger, you know, things like that. So yeah, for this price point, what are other options? You can also opt for a 1 or 2 year old Forester. The thing with the Forester is that um, Motor Image Subaru has played around with the pricing. You know, they vary anywhere from 160 to 130,000 based on their discount rates, you know. So you might get some really good deals out there. Alright, especially now they just changed to a new model. I'm just trying my luck. You see, I just searched 2018 Subaru Forester, and there's one for sale for 90,000. There's one for sale for 115,000. Maybe because they bought at different levels of discount. There's another one, I'm not sure if it is true or not, 74,000. 2018. Is it really 2018? I'm not sure. You just have to go check it out. But if it is 2018 for 74,000, this is a bargain. It's still under warranty, and the Forester is huge. When you compare it to the CX-5, it is a lot more spacious. Not as good looking, but if you like if you come from a Honda City, it carries on that kind of look, the kind of very Japanese, tacky, edgy, kind of somewhat flashy. Basically, a lot of things going on. The design. You can swap the badge of a Subaru with a Honda, and the design team will work because they sort of both shares the same kind of design language. Alright. It has a CVT gearbox, but Subaru's CVT gearbox is a lot better than Nissan's, so you can go ahead with it. Alright, fits your budget and not too old of a car. 2-year-old, you still feel the car is literally brand new. Alright, let's see some questions. For those of you who wished me congratulations for the 100,000 subscribers, thank you so much, thank you. But to be honest, from day one, I never really cared much about my subscribership. To me, it's about me giving honest buying advice, telling people that there are great deals out there, you can look for this, you can look for that. And then slowly I noticed a lot of people aren't as knowledgeable as I am. Of course, I'm not super knowledgeable when compared to others. When it comes to buying used cars, where to fix this and that, everybody was worried. So I tried my best to work out something, which eventually we have Evo Club to support car owners. And then as things just rolls on from there, extended warranty, insurance, blah blah and all that. So I care more about those things, alright? But thank you. Hi Bobby, is the RC200T a better buy than the IS200T? Absolutely. Given this question means you're not into parenthood yet, I suppose. Get the RC200T. Rarer, holds value better. Yep. Mr. Terrence, go ahead, RC200T. Yep. Hi Bobby, I seriously do not know whether to go for City RS or flagship X50. I'm leaning towards X50, but I'm just worried about the resale value. I think the resale value of X50 and X70s will be better than the City. I mean, it's really different now. The market, the consumers are different. Now the thing is this, if you're leaning more towards the X50, I can understand why, because that car is just so, I mean, the interior build quality and all that, and so far X70 has proven that it's not a car with huge problems. Not like back then, remember Volkswagen? Back in 2010, 11, 12, you know, when they blew up with huge issues, everybody has their cars got problem and all that. So far X70 has been around for 2.5 years or maybe more. You only hear minor glitches, mostly with the GKUI system or the LCD screen connectors and things like that. There's not much of mechanical problems that we hear. Alright, so I think it's safe to go for the X50, to be honest. And another thing, I don't think they are the same price point. I don't think the X50 is at the price point of a Honda City. It will be higher because the specifications are just crazy. Just think about it. The specs of the car is a lot higher than the City. And if you are really going for a B segment car, City, Vios and all this, right? Trust my word, if it is the same engine and same gearbox, and the infotainment doesn't differ a lot, there's no point getting the highest range with body kits and all that nonsense. Those are just, they charge you a lot more at the end of the day, right? No point. Yeah. I mean, for this budget, if you want a reliable car, blah blah and all that, a used Accord, a fantastic car, spacious, big, right? But if you really want a new car, I will go for the X50 over the City RS. And the RS isn't rent sport or racing sport. Yeah, I just heard it's for road sailing. Is the biggest bastardization of the word RS I can think of. Blah blah. Wow. Most of the comments are congratulating me. What? One guy said, for 200,000 I'd rather buy a Civic. Civic is not that expensive. Alright. Blah 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 blah. Ooh, so few questions. Did I got it wrong? Seriously. Have I answered everybody in the world? Hi Bobby, what's your take? City, Elmera, Vios or Mazda 3? Of course Mazda 3. If you're asking me about these four cars, Mazda 3 is another segment above. Let's put aside the Mazda 3. City, Elmera, Vios, handling wise, the Vios beats everybody. The TNGA platform is just amazing. Anyone who says it doesn't drive well is because that person is not driving fast enough. As for the Elmera, the refinement was amazing. Alright, City, I'll wait for any Honda dealer that would offer me the car because I'm banned by Honda. Yeah, so if you work for Honda, you can ask them why. Alright, apparently they don't like it when I test drive the car from the dealer, which I don't really care. I mean, if the dealer offers me to test drive, and the funny thing is they go and question the dealer, why offer me a test drive, and the dealer answer them is like, you think Bobby cannot afford our cars? It's like, I mean, if I'm a customer and I test drive your car, what are you going to do about it? Right? And you can watch my Honda videos, even though the local people sort of ban me, but doesn't mean I have to be biased on their cars. So if you watch my reviews, if it's good, I'll say it's good. If it's not, I'll just continue to do what I do. Right? So, sorry for that. Which one do you prefer, Vios or Elmera? To be honest, the interior design of the Elmera is superior to the Vios. It's just prettier inside, outside, and the refinement is the one that surprises me. Alright, handling, if I go Genting Drive and all that, I think the Vios is better, but most of the other things that basically Elmera put in effort to make you feel like that car is not from a B segment car. That's the effort that we like seeing. You know, same goes when Toyota made the Altis. It's so refined, the Altis interior and all that, right? Is wow, you know. But that's not Mazda 3 standards now. But Mazda 3 is not that comfortable. Even though I love the Mazda 3, but it's not comfortable because of the rear suspension. It's not comfy. Another thing, there are so many people coming in to defend BMW. When I post that thing from KM77 where they tested the Mitsubishi Triton. So basically this website, KM77, they are experts. I think it's a Portuguese or Spanish website. They are experts in conducting the Moose test. Alright, so they conduct Moose tests on every single car on sale in Europe. So what happened was, over the weekend, the BMW M235i only managed a highest score of 68 km/h. Basically, they have to do the double lane change and without touching the cones. Regardless of what the car does, as long as you didn't touch the cones, means you're not out of bounds, and that is the testing criteria. So the fastest that the BMW M235i can do was 68 km/h, which is a very low score because XC40 did it in 70 plus, right? And the Triton, the Mitsubishi Triton, did 69. So I posted a screen cap and said, wow, the Triton beat the M235i in the Moose test, 69 km/h versus 68. And I understand there's a lot of BMW fans out there. I am a BMW owner as well, right? I want to see BMW do well. But to see an M235i scored such an appalling score is worth posting. So I posted up. So there are so many people who said, hey Bobby, that one is just equipped with a Turanza tire. If it is a PS4S, to me it is M235i. They tested as what was sold. You don't have to argue anything else anymore. And some even say that, look at how the Triton bounces. Regardless, it did 69 within the test criteria. So sometimes when we judge things, right, we have to look at that single thing, that isolated single thing, and we are talking about that. Doesn't mean, oh, so Bobby, you're willing to buy the Triton over an M235i. Some people just argue things just out of context. I'm talking about that. No, not me talking. Someone else is pointing out this fact, which was a test result, and I shared it, right? Now, of course, for me as a BMW fan, I'll be like, wow, your M235i scored so low. We would expect a small car, shorter wheelbase, to be able to be more nimble and all that, right? So that, I would say, is mostly the software tweaking in terms of how the electronic brake distribution and the traction control system, all those things, how they work together to be tuned to deliver a better result. All right. So there's a lot of people arguing. See, one guy said, "Wow, it's BMWs are rubbish now." I mean, it's the 235i 1 km/h slower. You cannot say the brand is rubbish. But then another person goes in there and shoot him. Say, oh, so Bobby's BMW also rubbish. People just take things out of the context, to be honest.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though.
See